Good, good afternoon and good evening in Asia. What's happening? This is the Friday afternoon hangout session with comedian Kat Moore,
Hey.
and she's a fellow YouTuber as well. Like I was watching some of your content just to, I'm not saying just to figure out my guess, and yeah, I saw you got a cool ASMR video.
Oh, I had so much fun filming that for someone. They reached out and were like, "Does anyone have any weird stories that we can set to ASMR?" And I tried to be down, so it was a lot of fun.
That was cool. Yeah, I was wondering, you got she has her own YouTube channel, Cat Moore.
I
Subscribe.
do. I need to put more on there, but I've been really enjoying working with fellow comedians like you and like other artists and making and trying to make stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
That's cool. And the cool thing is we came from the same scene where folks like let's say Jared Goldstein and Hannah M. Binder and Dan Donahue came from. Me. You notice they're all really big in media
They really are. They're doing so good. I'm so happy for them.
now. And yeah, did you get to see that episode of the Black Mirror with Jared Goldstein? Like, oh, yeah, that's Jared.
And he's been acting for a long time. He really deserves it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's been grinding. He's a talented, funny guy. I'm very happy for him.
How have you been? What you been up to, man?
Been doing comedy mostly in Long Beach now and
Oh,
Postmates.
I love going down to Long Beach. I need to go there more often.
Got
But
to.
yes, maybe I'll take the train.
Long Beach has a very fun, cool, collaborative scene. It's like a community. It's not like Hollywood where it's all competitive.
Hmm.
No, you get more time in in open mics in Long Beach. Like pretty much you can get 7 minutes.
And you live down in Long Beach, right?
Yeah, San Pedro now, but
Okay.
it's
You know what I
open.
should do for Halloween? Have you ever has I don't know. I've never done the Queen Mary. I heard they're haunted. I guess be haunted ship, not haunted house. It's supposed to be
Mhm.
fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Hmm.
Never been there, but I've heard about it.
I don't know though. Some haunted houses you have to sign a waiver. They can like grab you. They can touch you. Would you do one? What do you think? Would you do one where they can touch you?
No,
No,
not
I've
my
never
thing.
done one.
But yeah, I want to dress as an African traditional attire. That's my Halloween costume. I'm going to be like an African king or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still need to decide on one. I got I wore the same Halloween costume for like 3 years. Not out of I loved the costume, but it was more out of bad planning than anything. You ever have
Mhm.
Halloween sneak up on you? And so last year, I was so fed up with myself that I bought like 9 Halloween costumes, cheap Halloween costumes. When they were discounted, I just bought a bunch. And I
Mhm.
was like, I won't let this happen again. But now I'm procrastinating picking one. I'm too many.
I see you. I see you getting ready. You got that pumpkin on your dresser. You getting
You
ready?
know, I live in an apartment complex, but some of my neighbors still go all out. One of my
Yeah,
neighbors has lights that sing Monster Mash.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I might go to Hermosa Beach. That's where the Halloween parties be at in the South Bay area.
Oh, that's cool. I'll
Yeah,
be in Nashville for Halloween.
oh, Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go to Nashville one of these days. I'm about to go next year.
It's pretty cheap flights from all over the country right now because there's so many damn bachelorette parties that every
Uh,
city flies to Nashville.
that's what I heard about Nashville. It's a spot where folks go to country concerts and go to bachelorette parties.
I wonder. I've heard it's challenging for the comics in Nashville because it's so many bachelorette parties. They even come to like the comedy shows. Have you ever had a bachelorette party come into your show?
Nah,
Mhm.
how is the comedy scene out there? Anyway?
It's pretty good. It's a lot like the one in Long Beach. I'd imagine you get more time. They have a comedy club like Zanies, and they have big people that come through. So there's a little bit of competition, but it's still a really nice scene.
Gotcha. Like I went to, I'm tell you, like I've been around. I went to I've been to Boston like a month ago to do open mics. Yeah, it was fun. It was crazy. It was,
Get your name out there, and the next time you go, you'll be doing shows.
yeah, and they made a lot of fun of my accent out there. They said, "Oh, you speak slow."
The goal.
And I said, like, I'm one of the few people that at open mic that pronounce their R's. Yeah, they probably make fun of you out there since they're very like Yankee out there.
That's fine. We make fun of them. That's how it's always gonna be with people with voices. How long were you in Boston?
For like 5 days.
That's a good chunk of time. You can see the city, get to know people, kind of.
Oh yeah, I got done with the city. I mean, the city is so small. Like I got done doing all that touristy stuff within 2 days.
Oh yeah. Pretty beer.
Yeah, and pretty much after that, I just went to open mic. I went to Providence, Rhode Island. Like, wow. I noticed like the state was smaller than LA County.
Right. The only thing I know about Rhode Island is I think one of the best friend character in Miss Congeniality was from Rhode Island. And all she said was how small it was. So there you go. That's the end of my Rhode Island experience.
Not Family Guy?
Hmm?
What, not Family Guy? Everybody's sort of Family Guy.
Oh, no. Is that set in Rhode Island?
Pretty much. Quahog is pretty much based off of Rhode Island.
Okay. I thought it was just generic America like The Simpsons.
Nah, it's pretty New England.
I hated the way they treated Meg, so I can only watch clips of the show. I get so mad.
Yeah, they really made Meg into a punching bag.
But I'm a bleeding heart. You know, I love Bob's Burgers because it's basically Meg 2.0 with a nicer family.
Yeah. I mean, have you done like comedy outside of like LA, Tennessee? Like,
Well, I started comedy. I started really pursuing comedy when I was still in Honolulu, but my first ever comedy, my first ever open mic was actually in Shanghai when I was still studying abroad there for college.
Holy shit! Yeah. That is a story. I mean, expand on that. I want to hear this.
So you know what's so funny is some people ask me if the set was in Chinese. Like I'm the bravest person that's ever existed to not only try comedy for the first time, but try it in a different language. You know, mad props to anyone who could do that. I didn't do that. I did an English show in the French Quarter part of Shanghai, which is just where a lot of foreigners live usually. So it was fun, but I actually planned it for my last weekend in China because I was so nervous that the idea of somebody recognizing me if I bombed, even in a city of like 8 million people, probably way more than that, I'm bad at numbers. I was like, no, what if someone sees me on the street? There's a 1 in 10 million chance, but that's just too high of a chance. And so I just left the country immediately after my first open mic set, like the next day.
That's funny. Was the crowd like just Chinese, or were there like a lot of tourists?
It was a mixture. It was, unfortunately, by the time I got up, most of the people that were Chinese had left because they came in the beginning of the show, and then after like 15 minutes of dick jokes from the beginning comedians, they were like, "This is the time we're gonna go." So
that's funny. As soon as the female popped up, like, we gotta go.
Or maybe it was just those people on that night that were like.
That's crazy. Yeah, I want to show you the comment from one of my viewers.
Show me.
Kleber Renato. He's from Brazil. Like, face red. It's supposed to be emojis, but it just came out as text.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a huge audience in like Latin America, like Mexico, Brazil.
That'll get you. Half of the social media posts about Last of Us were from Brazil, so. That's all you need. And, that's funny. How'd that happen?
And because of a viral video of a song called Negros de Merda. But if you translate Negros de Merda, that means shitty blacks.
Oh.
Like. And I had a, what the fuck? And I had like a WTF look on my face. Like.
Oh, okay. You did a reaction video to it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I was thinking I was like, you wrote this song? This,
No, no, no,
that's what,
no, no,
okay,
no. Just
that
make
makes more sense.
no. I just make reaction videos. Like a lot of our channels, reaction videos and like reaction compilations. Now it's supposed to like comedian.
Oh, those are so funny if you can do it well. If
But
you can,
okay, I want to tell you like how I got noticed on my YouTube channel. Got noticed was Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that Ryan Reynolds saw one of my YouTube videos and shared on the Facebook platform.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, and did you find out how soon after he shared it did you find out?
It took me a day. I just
A
had
day?
to, yeah, I had to look up on the internet. Like, oh,
Your
snap.
phone wasn't buzzing or anything?
I was like, my friend's like, oh, Ryan Reynolds shared your video.
There it is. Yeah, it's funny how that happens. How sometimes you don't know, someone has to tell you that something's gone great. You know,
It's wild. It was like, oh, wow, it's
that is.
amazing.
What's your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie?
Deadpool, first one.
Deadpool's good.
But pretty much, like you see Ryan Reynolds in any movie after Deadpool, he's basically Deadpool.
I think there's nuance to it. He's different variations of Deadpool, but he was his Deadpooliest as Deadpool. You know.
Oh my god! But every movie after, like even in like serious movies, he plays Deadpool.
I liked him in the movie with Sandra Bullock. I forget its name now.
That's what he used to do, like romantic comedies. I forgot.
I think there was still a little bit of Deadpool. You can see twinkling in his eyes. You look.
I remember
him to come out.
I mean, I've been watching him since he had this show on ABC back in the 90s. I gotta look it up.
What show? Okay.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I love his Blake Lively is fine, and I love her. She seems to have a lot of grace.
Yeah, yeah, him, Blake Lively, they're a great couple, and like he owns a soccer team in Wales and all that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch soccer. I get it. I'm tired of people trying to get me to watch soccer. We got our own thing, and we're across the ocean. Okay, it's inconvenient for us to go try and play soccer.
Yeah, I love soccer. I mean, I grew up in LA. I mean, pretty much everybody plays soccer.
Although there's some soccer family. Apparently, our soccer team's real good. The girls' soccer team, at least, the Angels or something.
Yeah, but the show I was talking about was two guys, a girl, and a pizza place. That's where I started watching.
That's what it's called.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, you might be. Yeah, I'm 40, so I mean, how old are you? You're like in your 20s.
29.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a show back from 97 to 99. So
was it a sitcom?
Yeah, I was a teenager when it came on.
I think that makes a big difference because whatever show was on after school, you know, is gonna have an effect on you.
Yeah. I bet your 90s was like what? Pokemon.
Just a big difference 2 years can make though. I missed Pokemon, not Digimon, though I guess that'd be the early 2000s. But I'm the youngest of 5 and I have all older brothers. So I was still playing their Nintendo 64 like into the 2000s and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if your older brothers are into that, then you're going to be into it too, that kind of thing. I broke my brother's Sega Genesis. They had a malfunction. It turned out that the system had a glitch that made it occasionally like randomly destroy itself. Yeah, basically, it's hard to get these now. I think it's the Sega Genesis. It's one of the Segas. Where the laser would suddenly be like, and no more machine. That's why it's hard to get them. And it did that in the 10 seconds. My brother let me hold the controller while he went to the kitchen. It destroyed itself. So that was my 90s.
I've had Sega Genesis for like 5 years. I've never had it.
Some of them ran great. You can sell that for a lot of money now.
But I'm gonna tell you, like when I was a teenager, I used to have this Pokemon computer game, and when the Y2K thing hit, like January 2000, like the game like glitched out, like the Y2K glitch happening. It glitched out.
I wonder if Nintendo did it on purpose, though. Sometimes they're mischievous.
Yeah, they are. They like Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm. They might have been like, this is gonna be.
Oh, what happened here?
Hang on 1 second. There we go. Someone calling me.
Lost screen.
Let me try to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. These are all things I'll know to do.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, I'm currently living in my parents' house. I'm currently living with family, so family might pop up any second.
My friend's visiting from Vegas, and I had to be like, I cleared you a space on my bed. Get off the couch.
Yeah, I have to leave a sign like on the door, like streaming in progress.
Do you have a big family too?
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't want to. You don't even want to know. I got 12 brothers and sisters.
Oh man.
Yeah, a lot.
People think I have a lot with just being one of the youngest of 5, but no, you beat me.
Yeah, 12. Yep, big extended family.
Where are you though? Are you the youngest or are you one of the middle ones?
Second oldest.
Second oldest. 12. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so basically I'm the one that everybody asks for something.
They ought to get you a Father's Day card every year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you something. Do I look like I'm 40? Because I just turned 40 last month.
No, not really.
No, like
But 40, people dress a little bit better. I feel like it's a cliche to say it, but I feel like it is partly a mental thing. You know, you go around dressing like you're 20, you're gonna look 40 real quick, just because it's gonna look weird. But you know, if you're, I don't think you look 40.
Yeah, like as
40, the 40s for men. 40s can be a real sexy time, especially for men. You know, like it's a real like. Well,
yeah.
maybe right now.
Pretty much black on crack, and 40 is like the new 30. It's the time like it's time to be be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Start being grown instead of just being extended adolescence. I mean, that was my 20s. Extended adolescence.
Yeah, you know, you need that for your 20s, but it starts getting real sad the longer it goes on.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially like, do you live in Hollywood or West LA?
I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, I live in Northeast East LA. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Silver Lake or like Highland Park?
Like around there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you just, I mean, seeing middle-aged men wearing skinny jeans, like, it's not good.
I hate it when some men wear skinny jeans. This is mean, but every time I see men, I don't like it when I don't like real skinny guys. It's just a personal preference. Some, you know, some women love them. I could never. Anyway, I have a lot of friends that's all they want to talk about. But when a skinny guy wears skinny jeans, I always think of Chicken Run. Remember that movie? I don't want to think about it. I feel rude, but I think of Chicken Run every time I see it.
I gotta look that up. I haven't seen Chicken Run.
Skinny little chicken legs.
Let me see. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. You should be wearing a jean that maybe doesn't show that off, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're like 50 with gray hair, skinny jeans, chucks on, and what's that Ed Hardy shirt?
Oh, I don't know. I know some nice guys that are like that. That's just like they've picked their aesthetic. They're like, this is the one. This is it for me. I'll be 70 years old. I saw this one. I once saw like an 80-year-old man in full punk makeup, choker, head to toe.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed since I've moved out of Hollywood. Like, I don't really see the Joker anymore. Remember going to Hollywood, or like you just walk on Hollywood Boulevard, you see the Joker on the sign, folks walking on.
Oh yeah. Or a dirty elbow. I got no problem with you trying to make money, but just wash the costume, you know.
Or an out of shape Spider-Man. Big accent, like,
or really in shape Spider-Man. That one to me is sadder. It's like, do you think you're gonna get discovered as Spider-Man? How much money are you making? What's the logic here? You know, like.
Or out of shape Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Just. I mean, out here in the South Bay, pretty much like everybody wears shorts,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of flip flops, a lot of t-shirt and shorts, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, have you been to the South Bay, like San Pedro, Palos Verdes?
I've been around there. I haven't spent too much there. There was a little stretch of time. Well, there was a stretch of time I was working a corporate gig Monday through Friday, so my ability to go out and explore was a little limited because I'm trying to go to like open mics, try to go to shows on the weekends, and I'm lazy. It's a long drive, you know.
Yeah, I feel
But
that too.
I've been able to go. I have been able to go, and I always like it down there, but not as much as I should.
Yeah, the views are incredible out there. You get to see the ocean, you get to see the basin from up the hill. You're like, oh, snap.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
It's my, it is But yeah, I feel you on the like not driving long distances. Like I don't really drive to Hollywood that much anymore.
Well, you know, I don't mind driving. You know, like countryside driving, where it's like a long stretch of freeway and the gas is $4. You know, and it's just
I
you.
live in, I'm gonna tell you, I lived in Texas for 3 years. I know about country driving. Country driving, like when you're driving 80 on the highway, that's
Yeah,
what's up. But in LA, you're stuck in 405 traffic for like 40 minutes. Like,
I'm mentally calculating how much fun I'm gonna have versus the time and the gas money. You know.
yeah.
Although, you know what I love to do when I'm down in the. I know you said you live in South Bay. You know what I love to do when I'm down in the Long Beach area?
Mhm.
There's this weird business that is it's pinball bingo. Yeah. And it's like a business. Like you walk in and it's like 80 years old or 50 years old and they've got all these old machines and basically you have bingo at the top, but you have to try to hit a pinball into the bingo space that you want to get bingo harder than you'd think. It's a combination of luck and skill and you have people that have been in there going there a couple times a week for 40 years. So they're just very good, but it's so weird. It's so fun. It's pretty cheap. I have a great time.
Where is this at?
Somewhere in Long Beach, I always forget its name. It's got a really funny name, but if you just Google pinball bingo Long Beach, I don't think there's multiple businesses of that. So
Yeah, that's the thing about Long Beach. It always has like cool things like that. I mean, this is a different vibe from like LA. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's real laid back.
it's a lot of people being like, "Let's make our own party." I'm here. I'm not driving to LA, so like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much you can just walk around the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks be walking around having parties and a lot of cool like open mics, like music and spoken words. There's so much culture there.
okay,
It's
that's
like,
cool.
yeah, it's like why go to Silver Lake? You know what I'm saying? Where I could just go to Alameda Beach.
And you'll definitely get, a wider range of experience.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Thing of going to Silver Lake is being stuck on the 101.
And then looking for park, and then giving up and deciding to go home.
Then looking for parking. I mean, same thing in Long Beach, but yeah, Hollywood. Oh my goodness. So let me ask if you're planning on doing like making like more YouTube content or.
I am. I actually have this one idea right now. Well, I have two here. This is the idea I'm a little more excited about. I want to do this like stoner series with my friend, you know, um, about to, because I don't know. I feel like that's such a rich genre. And I feel like you can always add another stoner movie. And I think it's also the culture has changed a little bit since it's become
more
legal, you know?
Yeah.
So in a way, it's almost like it's still fun to smoke weed, but it's a little less fun sometimes when you can just go to every day.
Yeah, it's not as edgy as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like getting weed is like getting cigarettes.
Right, exactly. You know?
It lost that edge of like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go to find a corner dealer, like, oh, where's the corner dealer out selling weed?
Although I loved Pineapple Express because it really nailed that relationship of where you kind of have to hang out with that dealer because you can't burn that bridge. So you have no choice but to hang out.
Yeah. Or a half baked. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I love Half Baked. I like to eat Half Baked while I watch Half Baked once or twice a year.
It's a classic.
It's a great time.
That's a cool idea. Like coming up with stoner comedy podcast, something like that.
Well, no. Just as like maybe a little proof of concept, little blurbs, short videos. But what I actually am excited to play with not being able to say weed, because if you want to put it on sites like TikTok where they are going to censor it to make sure someone too young doesn't see it, which I'm in support for. I used to be a teacher. I don't want a 5-year-old to watch my stoner stuff. So I actually am kind of looking forward to the challenge of like having it be weed, but not saying weed. Like one idea I have,
You say bud.
I could say bud, but one idea I
I
have is
mean,
like
no, but out in Tennessee, what's the term for weed?
weed.
Oh, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not
But
different.
in Tennessee, they're more accepting than you'd think. The second that weed started into country songs, I was like, okay, people aren't going to be like, yay, weed, but they're not going to really, they're going to just let you mind your own business. Mm-hmm. Especially in Tennessee. Tennessee is a real mind your own business town. Or in my experience. But I thought it'd be funny if I lived in a van and every time the van opens, I have like a smoke machine blows smoke out of the van.
So
That kind of thing.
Tennessee's not like Texas, where like if you have weed, it's a felony.
It's still, well, actually, Nashville and some areas around Nashville, even like, which is surprising because there's some pretty conservative. Usually, the areas around Nashville are pretty conservative. I'm actually from Knoxville, which is a college town with UT over more toward the mountains. But Nashville has legalized weed, a weaker version of weed. Kind of like how they legalized moonshine, but a weaker version of moonshine. So, but it's still, you can still go get it.
Speaking of moonshine, I actually tried it once not long.
What flavor? Because it takes flavors better than you'd think. They have like chocolate moonshine, peaches moonshine, and then they have really high proof moonshine. Its flavor is pain.
Oh, dang. It was mixed with a fruit. So, I'm like,
Good. Better than you think.
oh my goodness. That's strong.
Don't make a lot of plans. I wouldn't go on a hike, like.
Oh my God. And do you dip? I mean, do you know people who dip?
No, not really. My brother might, but I've always been kind of afraid of that kind of thing. I don't think I'd be able to.
This is the one thing I noticed from like Southern folks I don't really see here is like dipping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not yeah, moonshine. Oh my God, I take this thing.
It's a fun time.
So
If you ever get a chance to go to a moonshine distillery, they do a pretty good little show. They usually bring out like little shots and they make a little like, we've done every flavor we could think of. We just get drunk and we come up with more flavors. Pickle flavor, cinnamon flavor.
Pickle flavor sounds interesting.
I don't like pickles, but I do like people that do love it, especially because at the end there's like actual real pickles at the bottom, so you could look a little snack. That's still
pickle juice has a taste to it.
I don't like it. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm. It's like drinking apple cider vinegar. It just has a nasty taste to it, but it's good for you.
That might change though. Your taste buds change every couple of years. I try a pickle.
Trust me, I ate. Oh my God, I ate all kinds of weird food
Like what?
Chitlins.
It's not weird.
You don't see it as weird, but when I tell people I ate chitlins, like, you eat that shit?
That's true. It depends. Like, I don't think boiled peanuts are weird, but some people are like, to quote Stephen Colbert, because he's from South Carolina, when he gives his boiled peanuts to his friends, they're like, "Get out of here with your damn food."
Boiled peanuts. Yeah, I like chitlins with hot sauce. Oh, it goes.
I love hot sauce. I love Cholula. Sometimes I have a travel Cholula. When I bring a purse, I usually have like a little travel size Cholula I bring around.
Cholula, I'm a tapatio purse.
Oh, okay.
I need that little extra vinegar or whatever it got.
Yeah. I like the lime of Cholula. This is gonna earn me some real hate from anyone watching from the South, but I'm not a big Tabasco fan. Don't like the vinegar. I know.
Like the vinegar. I like that, and I'm a sriracha person too. Depends on my food. Sriracha goes down bomb with fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that right now.
You know what? It's if you ever go toward the Northeast again, like Boston area, it's worth the drive or the time to try to go up to Buffalo to go to the original Buffalo Wings place, which is like just a little restaurant.
Yeah.
That is some hot wings they have available.
Really?
I was chugging ranch dressing like it was gonna save my life. It was so hot. They have normal like
Yeah.
mild too, but it was a good time.
Oh, Buffalo. The part
Yeah,
of
that's
New
why they're
York.
called Buffalo Wings. They were invented in Buffalo, New York.
Check it out. So I've been to New York, but I've been to in NYC, not the western part where they sound like they're from Chicago or something.
I need to go to the Northeast, man. I mean, I keep like
I
letting
mean,
summer pass me
New
by.
York pizza. New York pizza's good.
Oh, it's so
Sweet.
good. I
Oh
get
my god.
so mad when people complain about bad pizza in LA. I'm like, what are you doing getting pizza here? We're Taco Town. Go
Yeah,
to New York.
gotta go to New York.
Hmm.
And they're so cheap too. They're like New York pizzas out here are like $5. Out there you get $1.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a taco town.
Hmm.
And a town where you can get some. I mean, especially in the South Bay, bomb Asian food. Like, oh my god,
What can you get in South Bay? I didn't hear you.
like ramen, like
Oh yeah.
teriyaki bowls, like
Arcadia has some of the best Chinese food you'll ever have in your life. Outside of yeah. Hmm.
really? Mm.
Of course, yeah, they've got a lot of. Oh yeah, some of
Oh
the
yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah. A hamburger's good too. Yeah, hamburger's really good Chinese.
Hmm.
That and South Bay has really good Chinese. And we have really good Asian food. There's a lot of Asians out here, so you just get
Probably because of the railroads, but yeah,
hopefully,
no, and
yeah.
because LA is happening.
Yeah, the
So,
town where I grew up was built by the Japanese. So there's like there's like a that's you know about the Top Ramen? Their factory was where I'm from.
oh, okay,
Yes, I basically grew up on ramen. I grew up on
yeah.
lots
You
of
put an egg in that, some green onions. You can tell yourself it's healthy.
yeah, exactly. That's what I do. That's what I do. I made it authentic style, you know what I'm saying? Not the ramen with the hot dogs and all. Did you grow up eating ramen hot dogs?
No, but I did eat a quesadilla with hot dogs. People do that. It is not just me, my family.
It's a deal with hot dogs.
Hmm. Ask around, and if it's just me, I will officially come back on the show and apologize.
I'm gonna ask around because
Hmm.
I've just
Or
seen.
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah, I mean, I'll bring it up, but that sounds blasphemous.
it might be something just for kids, and I'm the only adult still eating it. But
Yeah, it's like black people tacos. Pretty much, it's like fried taco, pretty much fried tacos and meat and cheese.
that
Most
sounds
of it,
amazing.
huh?
That sounds great. I think fried tacos have their own name of what they are, but I forget what it is.
Yeah, pretty much yeah, fried tacos. Yeah, it's good though. It's right. It's tacos I grew up eating. The ground beef, cheese.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Oh, what's that?
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
With that, enchiladas, Texas chili. I grew up on that food.
my sister in law makes this. She's from Ohio, and she makes this Ohio version of like enchiladas, which is the thickest thing you'll ever. It's basically just cheese on top of cream cheese with more cheese, and then white cheese on top. And so you'll need to go into a coma for 3 days, but it's pretty. It's not. It's pretty good.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't sound good to anybody with lactose intolerance.
Well, no, but when are they ever gonna have fun?
Exactly.
I feel bad for them when they have to go to birthday parties and just sit there. No ice cream.
Or like they eat ice cream, like, oh, I got to run to the bathroom. Or you know, what I'm saying they have embarrassing gas during the party, like the farts come out.
Yeah, probably best not to. It's a tough
Yeah.
life. Tough life they lead.
Yeah, moving on from that,
Hmm.
yeah, like where have you performed in LA? Like you performed at the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store.
Yes, I just got passed at the Hollywood Improv, so that's wonderful. I'm really enjoying going there. They've really the last well Rita has taken over as the head booker, and I just really like Rita, and she's really building. I think she's really making strides to build a good environment at the Hollywood Improv. Starting with like they started having their audition mic in the main room, and so the atmosphere of it has changed. It's a lot of fun, and so you get to go and hang out. The food at the Improv's pretty good. I performed at the Comedy Store. I love doing little independent shows. The Glendale Room, if anyone comes to LA, is a really fun space. It looks like it looks like you snuck into a rich person's study and then had a comedy show, so it's real intimate, it's real nice. You can't read any of the books in there, they're for show. I'm pretty sure you pick one book, they all fall down, but it's still nice.
You've never done the Laugh Factory?
I haven't done the Laugh Factory since, I'm just realizing it now, I haven't done the Laugh Factory since pre-pandemic. Should I get myself down there?
Yeah, I used to go to, I went there after the pandemic. I used to go to open mics, but their open mics is pretty much like you got to show up 2 hours before the show.
That can be fun though. I once went there pre-pandemic, and somebody in the line, I don't know, you ever be stuck in a line for a long time and you get weirdly close with the other people that are stuck in the line?
Yeah, you get to meet and talk to fellow comics.
Yeah,
it's a good way to break the ice.
One person bought us all tacos. There was some sort of $1 tacos down the road because I think it's on Tuesday, their mic, or maybe I'm wrong. And he just was like, tacos for everyone. It was nice.
What's up? I actually met a guest on this live stream at waiting on lines at the Laugh Factory.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the one thing I miss about Hollywood. The open mics at the Laugh Factory, Hollywood Improv, and the Comedy Store. But you already know about Hollywood. It's so competitive. Like that's why your name doesn't get called.
There's some people, and I say this all the time, where they're so they're angry, and I want to go up to them gently and be like, the reason that because there's so many great people, but there's also some people that are just tired and angry so I want to go up to them and be like, the reason that you're tired and angry partly is because you need to go to sleep. You've been grinding and getting 4 hours of sleep for 3 months and you're tired. You need to go home and you'll probably feel better,
Oh yeah, like I sometimes be getting, what I'm saying? Like sometimes be frustrated, like not having your name called, like especially like the improv mics, where it's pretty much like a raffle, right? Pretty much you sign your name, wait in the bucket. Then you wait for like 2.5 hours, and then there's a big call.
Yeah, God help you.
But I did get my name put twice on the Kill Tony podcast. I almost got called.
Yeah? How'd that go?
Almost made it, but they didn't get my name called. Had my name on the list and everything, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying good enough attention. Almost got on with it. They ripped some people to shreds, but that's the show. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it is what it is. You gotta like handle the punches. You gotta roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be able to be the heel for at least a second.
Yeah, and it was one with Bert Kreischer and the other one with Tiffany Haddish. I don't really want to be on the one with Tiffany Haddish.
Is that how you say your name?
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, Haddish.
I thought it was Haddish. Or at least maybe that's just the way I've been hearing other people pronounce it.
I say Haddish.
It's Lindsay Lohan, so who knows what's right, Oh.
I was going by whatever.
Wouldn't that be weird to have like if your name was like let's with Lindsay Lohan? Wouldn't it be weird to say like your name that you have your name be Lindsay Lohan, but then so many people in the public say Lohan that your own name kind of gets taken away from you? Like it's like no, it's Lohan.
I'm trying to think because my name is actually Joan, but not really. John. I just say John because easy to pronounce.
That's nice.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I'm trying to think of another. Like I mean, your name's easy to pronounce. Catmore. That's Catmore.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like a brat though, because people will say things like Kate Moore, and I have to like stop myself from being like, "That's not my name," Like there's people like either like it's John, and you just accepted it, and I'm over here being like, you add in an E. That's not, like.
At least your last name is simple, like Moore, and not like Schleicher or like
It's very convenient.
some Polish last name.
But I don't know if I'll ever get married, but let me tell you, the last name Moore is a dangerous name for women who, if you want to get married. I have, like, just in my own family, because you never know what's going to happen, because it can add to anything. Like, my sister-in-law, her name was DeWitt, but everyone called her Lindsay Dewitt. And now she's Lindsay Dewitt Moore. And then my cousin was Moore, and now she's Moore Butsky. Like, it's just, you really got to be careful.
I mean, at least, do you have any relatives named Richard that call themselves Dick?
They might, do I? No. Do I? No, I have a Mitchell. That's why I'm confused. I'm thinking of like a...
Oh, okay. I was about to say Dick.
We should, though. Wouldn't that be funny if someone was like, this is my son, Richard. If he deserves the nickname, he will bring it on himself.
Or like, my name is Richard, but I call myself Dick. It is funny. Yeah, like, man, it's time to wrap it up. Usually like stuff before you go to stream, but yeah, you've been a great guest.
Well, I've had so much fun, man. You never know. Sometimes you're like, oh no, I'm stuck
but Terry, tell my audience your future projects.
Go on. What'd you say, Sar?
Yeah, tell my audience your future projects. Like, what you got going on in the future, like.
I wish I was smarter because I liked the way you said it. I just couldn't. Okay. Yeah. So right now I have some shows coming up in Nashville that are going while I'm over there. So that's going to be super fun. I'll post that on my social media, which is This Is Kat Moore across all platforms. And I'm working on some short fiction videos and things like that I'll post on there as well. And I really love collaborations. I'm honestly having so much fun. So if anyone has a collaboration idea, I'll hear almost anybody out, and we'll see if our schedules line up, all that good stuff.
Awesome. You know what I'm saying? Any fellow comics watching my stream, you know what I'm saying? Have her on board, you know what I'm saying? Or invite her to a comedy show, you know what I'm saying?
It's funner together.
Work her on, because I'm going to have another female comedian next week. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talk to her, see if, you know what I'm saying, she'll have it on her show.
Hey.
Networking. So.
Networking.
Exactly. Let's do it. But yeah, it's been a fun stream, and have a good afternoon, everybody. I'm about to go do Postmates.
The grind never stops. Thank you. Bye.
Peace out, y'all.